So yes, of course, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at HATStands. Yes, we're at HATStands. Here's my hat. And give me 2 moments, it's a very exciting moment. I can take the mic with me, I can talk you through it. Where's the curtain? I've lost the curtain, there we are. It's a very exciting moment, ladies and gentlemen. If you've seen any of my sets at HATStands before, you'll know that this is a momentous occasion. This is a groundbreaking moment. I'm building this up, you better cheer when I bring it out. I've got a stand! I've finally got a stand! Yes, I've got a stand. And look, it's got hats on it. Hats. Hats for all. Or hats for three. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. There you go. There's a hat. There's a hat. Tom, you want a hat? You want a hat? Put a hat on. Put a hat on. And where am I going with my hat? Where am I going? Vicky G, you'll put a hat on. Put a hat on your head. It's got a string. Put the string on. Put it on. It's a momentous occasion. It's a momentous occasion. I'm not going to do anything with the stand, it's just there for the visual gag. But no, it is HATStands, it is HATStands. And it's a good job I remembered my stand this time around, because it's very sad, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last HATStands I'll ever do. I know. It's very sad, I know. Somehow I could hear a few cheers in there, I know. Some of you will be quite happy to know that I'm buggering off. Some of you just look at me and think, God, I don't understand what he's saying. Just another angry Welshman on a stage. Just point and laugh. He should be in a zoo. What's going on? But no. It's a last HATStands for me, and I'm very sad about it, because not only is it my last HATStands, but it means I'm coming towards the end of my Homerton life. I'm coming towards the end of my time in Homerton. And one more term left and then it's all over. And it's very sad, because I'm going to miss Homerton. I'll miss Homerton. I'll miss some things about Homerton. And, you know, I'm going to miss, what am I going to miss? I'm going to miss coming back on a Monday afternoon and finding that my room has been miraculously cleaned without me having to move a single finger in effort. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that until the day I get married. I'm going to miss that. You know, I'm going to miss that. What else am I going to miss? What else am I going to miss? I'm going to miss being able to walk into a bop, no matter how ridiculously I'm dressed, and my favourite barman will, no matter what, put a double JD and Coke in front of me. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that. I'm also going to miss walking into a kitchen on a weekday afternoon and finding someone dressed in a rabbit costume, purely on the grounds that it's comfortable. I'm going to miss. I don't think that's ever going to happen anywhere I go in life again afterwards. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you as well. There are some things I'm not going to miss about Homerton. There are some things. There are quite a few things I'm not going to miss about Homerton, but there are a few things I'm not going to miss about Homerton. And one of them, quite simply, I think you'll all sympathise with me on this one, is very simply clean linen. Clean linen. Never have two words instill so much fear in someone in the morning. And I'm definitely not going to miss the pandemonium that ensues every time you hear those dreaded words, clean linen, in the corridor in the morning. Because you hear those noises and you're invariably in bed. And then that ensues a really weird routine that you have to go through in this situation. You have to jump out of bed, put on a pair of pants, get to the door, unlock it before she gets in, before she turns her key in the lock and comes in. You've got to do that. That's what you have to do in this situation. But of course it's early in the morning, you might have been out the night before, you might not be with it, you might have just been awoken from a peaceful sleep, you might not be with it. And so you get the order wrong. You jump out of bed, you run to the door, you go to unlock it, you think, shit, I've not got my pants on. You run back, she starts turning the key in the lock, you think, no, hold on. She doesn't hear you, she's talking to Barbara, whoever the hell Barbara is. She's talking to her, no, hold on. She turns around, I turn round, the screaming doesn't stop. I'm not going to miss that. I'm not going to miss that. Oh, jeepers. I'm not going to miss ridiculously clean people deciding it's a good idea to spray themselves with deodorant at 3 o'clock in the morning and get me out of my bed. God bless you, Dale. I'm not going to miss that. But I suppose the last thing I'm going to miss about being in Homerton is something that's quite personal to me. And that is one thing I'm not going to miss about being in Homerton, is sharing my last name with the college dean. Because as I found out a couple of weeks ago, this can lead to a very embarrassing situation. So a couple of weeks ago, as I hope you all should know this, a couple of weeks ago, 1st of March, was St. David's Day, which is obviously a very important day in my life. It's a very important day as a Welshman. I get a chance to celebrate being Welsh. It doesn't happen often, but I get a chance to celebrate being Welsh. So St. David's Day came along, and it's a very important day. And my very wonderful girlfriend recognised this and decided it'd be nice to do a nice romantic gesture on this day that's so important, would be to send me a letter written in Welsh. It's very nice gesture. So that's what she did. She printed out a picture of a daffodil, got the message off Google Translate, and kind of put her message in and got it down off Google Translate, wrote it on a piece of paper, whacked it in an envelope and sent it in the post, sent it off to me, ran in the post. And she told me about this. She told me that, she didn't tell me what she'd done, but she told me that she'd sent me something in the post. She didn't give me a little surprise. She sent me something in the post. Checked my pigeonhole. I got excited. I thought it was sweets, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't sweets. So I went down on a Tuesday. Looked at my pigeonhole again. Nothing in my pigeonhole. Thought that's a bit weird. But, check the next day. Check the next day, Wednesday. Wednesday rolls around, I go down to my pigeonhole, I have a look inside, and again, there's no letter in my pigeonhole, no letter. Thursday rolls around, and again I go down, I check my pigeonhole, I have a look inside, and again my hole is empty. And it's very sad. I did, however, have an email in my inbox from none other than our very own college dean, Mr. Philip Stevenson. Now, anytime you get an email in your inbox from the college dean, you start to panic. You start to think, shit, I need to get rid of all photographic evidence of me bollock naked in the Senate House. Quick, get rid of it. But not surprisingly, this email wasn't about that. It wasn't about that at all. It's about something quite different. I've got the email here. On a piece of paper here. The email I received Thursday the 3rd of March from Mr. Philip Stevenson, the college dean, and it reads something like this. Dear David, this is a somewhat embarrassing confession. The porters put a letter in my combination room pigeonhole yesterday, which I opened without really looking at the front. I was rather surprised to find an anonymous message in Welsh, which I did suspect was something rather intimate. And having not received anything like this for the past 25 years, I was perplexed, curious, etc. Only when I took a closer look at the envelope was all revealed, and sure enough, when I looked up the actual addressee, it was you. I'll be in college on Saturday and we'll post the letter in your pigeonhole. Again, my apologies, but rest assured, I can't read Welsh, so whatever the content, it remains a secret. Best wishes, Philip. That's an email that you never want to receive ever in your life, isn't it? You never want to receive an email from the college dean saying that he has a letter addressed to you that's rather intimate. That's never something you want to hear. As it turns out, the only intimate thing on it was a vast amount of kisses on the bottom of it. That was the only intimate thing about it. But by this point, I'd said my goodbyes. I was off. I'd packed my bags. I'd already downloaded the Tesco application form. I was off. I thought I was going down. So it was very stressful. It was very embarrassing. And I kind of thought, right, I can do without that. I can do without that kind of stress in my final term. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go and change my name. And I thought I'd go and change my name to something that couldn't possibly cause any confusion. No confusion at all in the future. So from now on, for my last ever Cambridge term, last term ever in Homerton, you can all refer to me as Mr. David Whitley. I don't think that will cause any issues whatsoever at the end of the day at all. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably time I shut up and leave for the very last time. Thank you very much indeed for being a cracking audience. Thank you very much. Good night.